Open eye, feel the waves cut through me. Hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me can make me can make me.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the grand finale of CORSAIR Rising Champs in association with Elite Hubs, where 8 teams were facing off against each other for a prize pool of 1 lakh INR. Today, we're going to see an amazing best of 5 gameplay against Godlike Esports and Team Mahi. And I know we all have been waiting for this.
Mm-hmm.
And probably a lot of people has already picked up their winners because you know the intense composition
Select
that's
your
going to come in
agent.
from both the team, especially when you can look at Team Mahi's composition as well as Godlike Esports composition. You know that every player has chosen their best agents of their career. So there will be something amazing that I'm hoping to witness. And I'll be joining you with none other than Shreya Prasad, who will be entertaining you throughout the entire gameplay between both the teams.
Okay. I had to actually stop you right there, Jelly, because are you looking at the team composition of Team Mahi?
Wait, that's a dual controller.
Okay, I guess Team Mahi really is trying to set a different pace, as we're gonna be seeing a duo controller setup with not how many smokes is that? That's like 3 plus infinite. So you have like 5 smokes to work with every single round except for the first. Like I mean, you initially have 3 smokes and then you have 2 more to work with that get reloaded every single time. What exactly is happening?
Exactly. Just keep
30
this
seconds
composition in
left.
mind because the game will be abandoned as antidote species is gonna crash and we have to rehost the lobby. So we'll be right back.
Yep. We should be back on track any minute now, so do give us only a couple of minutes and we will be right back.
Ain't no love like a real love, but it goes so fast. All tied up like a captive. I'm on to you. Used to pay to run my life, standing on rainbows, playing it cool. I don't felt this in ages, and I've no more patience. So won't you please stay a bit longer? You're making me stronger, making me stronger. Stay a bit longer. You're making me stronger, making me stronger. You're stronger. You're stronger. I know you don't love me like you say you do. I know you don't love me like you say you do. I know you don't love me like you say you do.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again to the grand finale of CORSAIR Rising Champs in association with Elite Hubs. Now, we took a rehost of Lobby because we saw Amaterasu as well as Antidote going in with a weird pick of dual controller, and I
Yep.
guess we all were excited to see it. But we know Antidote is a Jet main player, and coming in a Brim from his side is just what I did not expect. But Antidote's going to report a little bit of problem as his piece is going to crash as his agent was wrongly selected. So I have to say, Shreya, that was some water on your on your hopes. Seeing some weird gameplay coming in from Team Mahi.
Hey, listen, I was really hoping that I'm gonna see Antidote picking up Brim. Because for some reason, I just want to watch that guy play anything other than Jet. You know, over the past couple of days, right, we have seen such insane gameplay coming in from him that at this point, I believe that he can perform and outperform with any agent. So, hey, did I want to see a double controller setup? Yes. But will it ever be a lucky day for casters? I guess not. So, that's fine. I think we're just gonna have to deal with that, Jelly. But pretty standard setups coming in from both the teams with a Phoenix and a Reyna pick. As we saw before, they love to pick up Reyna on this map like Team Mahi. Jetmaker though will be landing the first kill in the round, and that's some good stuff. Instant trades coming out on the board here as Antidote will be flashed and completely blind as a bat. It should be very shortly as the players try to push in through towards Garage. No contact yet, but it's going to be Heaven blinding essentially all of them. The push is good, and as the push is good, it's going to be a flurry of trades coming out onto the board here. As it is going to be a man advantage coming in for Team Mahi. Now the bomb will get planted. But the rotations coming in from Godlike is even better. But oh, LF with the frenzy in hand. He will be shutting down Godlike Esports, and it's going to be the first round coming in for Team Mahi.
A first pistol round towards the Mahi, which I always say that's gonna give them a pretty amount of room to walk around with Spectres and Antidote. Again, we'll see him with the same. Oh, I was about to say with the same iconic buy of Ghost, but he decided to go with Spectre because knowing the Deathmaker is the type of guy who is gonna go with a Ghost and a half arm in the next round. A very weird, like a no buy coming in from the other members.
Well, that is some good Molotovs coming in, but Whitehorse will somehow manage to take Right to Ace off the server. Now, no man advantage coming in for either of the teams, as Whitehorse is still trying to manage and figure out where exactly all the players are positioned towards. It should be a gun upgrade coming in for him, but it's going to be Flex now, making the first point of contact in towards mid and gets shut down instantly by LF. Good stuff, but it is going to be yet again a man advantage coming in for Team Mahi. LF now very slow on his approach in towards Garage. Taking his time, wants to hold out this push as much as possible. It seems as though it will be a seaside push, but the flank coming in from Godlike can be very dangerous as it is going to be a quick seaside execute, and it is going to be Excali taking out Deathmaker from the server. Now Whitehorse does hear the sound cues. He will be checking every possible angle he can. 2v4 coming in for Godlike Esports. Will they be able to clutch it up? That is a real question. Now, very slow on the approach coming in. The retake, the crossfire is so perfect from Team Mahi, but oh, Excali with the overheal as well. I mean, there really is nothing this man can do to, there really is nothing that this man can't do, sorry. Now Hevan with a Sheriff in hand will be playing a little bit back. Usually we say Hevan picking up the initiator role, such as your Sky or your Breach, sorry. What are your thoughts on him playing Omen today?
Well, I would not really doubt his capabilities of trying to go in with a new sort of agents. That is quite unexpected. But he manages to do his job with whatever agent he picks up with. So coming in controller with this map, I don't really think it's any weird coming in from Heaven. Yeah, it's true that I did not expect the controller role to be played by him, but if he's gonna manage the job, then who are we to complain about it? Now, not to forget that this game, this finale is gonna be a best of 5, And the first map, Haven, was picked up by Team Mahi, so we can expect a winner in the first map. But we can't say about godlikes because we know how good Tifley and Deathmaker spotting antidote in mid.
Exactly. Now, with the lost round bonus coming in for Team Mahi as well, this is going to be a very daunting task in my opinion, but it is going to be Deathmaker shutting down Excali very early out into the round. Antidote somehow managing to escape the grasp of the initial push, but nevertheless, it is going to be a 3v4 coming in for Team Mahi as they all reallocate towards Garage. Seems as though the sound cue is going to be given over to Godlike Esports as well, and the flash is good. But this opportunity right now for Godlike Esports to do a full-blown retake, a 3v4 retake, is so in their favor that it is easily possible for them to make some nice risky plays here, and it is going to be a very aggressive push coming in from right to east as he gets shut down. Good shot coming in from Flex, but it is going to be these close angles that are not working out in the favor as Amaterasu is now going to be juggling with not only one but two. 3 kills in the round, a lot of hefty damage coming out onto Godlike Esports, and they're going to have to reinvest into a lot of their utility as well as the guns.
Amaterasu being the IGL of Team Mahi, can see how amazing gameplay that he shows and the support that he has for his teammate. You can trust this guy with all the backups that you need, especially when Amaterasu doing the smokes and setting up the site for the team is what is necessary for Team Mahi, especially on the attacking side. And not to forget that Haven is a lot attacking. I mean, in my opinion, it's an attacker-sided map because there are 3 sides that you can choose for. But not to forget that Godlike Esports have also already shown their presence and their dominance on the map of, Haven.
Exactly, and now it is going to be a nice spot down towards Heaven as the Hunter's Fury comes into the play here as well, but no tags done onto the board here as Amaterasu will be shutting down Heaven very early in the round. 1 minute and 15 seconds to work with as the players reallocate. Antidote gets shut down by Deathmaker. A very obvious angle being taken by him, and the sound cue as well being utilized in such a perfect way. Now a full-blown 4v4 coming in as right to ace will be the first point of contact on the lurker. But oh, the angle's perfect, and it's going to be right to ace shutting him down with the Spectre in hand, and upgrades coming into the play here as well. A good flash, and it's going to be 2 players blind as a bat, but it's going to be Excali converting on those kills somehow. Now Deathmaker all alone in a 1v2. It is going to be very difficult to deal with. He does get the bait and switch setup almost damn near perfect. The bait switch setup is so good that it's almost as he doesn't have any more time to work with. Right to ace just playing around with his food as Deathmaker is good for the first, good for the second as well, but 4 kills on the board is not going to be good enough to get the spike out.
Deathmaker is, we know that he is a good frag machine, that you can take this guy and you can literally clear up an entire site with his amazing crazy aim. But when it comes down to clutch situations like this, especially when it's on the C side, you know you will always be at a disadvantage when it's always planted for the C long. Because if it's planted for the C long, it's definitely an attacker-sided plant. And there is something that is either you need to push long or you need to stick the diffuse, hoping that they will think that you are beating it out. It looks like they're going to leave A side completely open. What?
Well, it is going to be a slow push coming in from Team Mahi as we do see that the players are trying to go in for that default setup with a player holding in towards mid as well as through towards sewers. Now, 3 people out on A, and the entire A-bomb side being left for retake is a smart call coming in from them as Deathmaker will be spotting one, and the retake call has been given to his comrades as well, as it's going to be a quick rotation as it's going to be Flex jumping down with the death from above as he shuts down one of the players of Team Mahi. Now, nullification of the man advantage as it comes into the play here. Antidote getting spotted. Now, Chivy has to be so Chris-locked with his aim to even hit that headshot at such long range, but Antidote so nasty with the aim that he will be shutting down Deathmaker as well. Good stuff. Now a 3v4 coming in for Godlike Esports. Lurking around the smoke has been dangerous, but never dangerous as it's going to be Antidote rushing in through like a madman, hoping to get another couple of kills under his belt. Some eco frags coming in for him. He's tapping away, but it's going to be yet again Helef right around the corner and shuts Hevan and Shivy down with a Spectre in hand. Great round coming in for Team Mahi.
A chance for Antidote to get his ace because he got the 3 kills, and if he would have been a little bit aggressive, he would have gotten the 2 more kills as well. But Hell is going to take those 2 kills away, just keeping the teammate a little bit in safe position as the round goes towards the favor of Team Mahi with a score difference of 4-1. Now, I think godlike esports, we know the dominating performance and every game that they play, but against a team like Team Mahi, they really need that momentum break as well as take over that momentum and get the team to its victory. But like I said again, I personally think that this map is a attacker-sided map.
Yep. I mean, see, I would totally understand that given the fact that it is 3 different bomb sites that you really have to get that map control off. It's really important. Now, as we do see, it's going to be a quick trade of frags coming out onto the board here as it's going to be turning down essentially to a 4v3 clutch situation. Antidote now, does he expect anybody to be holding towards C long? But that area has been cleared out, so he is in the clear. Now the C side has been gathered upon, but do they continue hitting down towards C bomb side? Because I think all the players are deciding to rotate over, but the spike is taking an unusually long time to get there, and this might just be a very fatal mistake. But as Antidote's pushing out of the smoke, it is going to be Deathmaker shutting him down with a flurry of trades coming out onto the board here. Shivy now repositioning, and Amaterasu so quick on the trigger finger will be shutting him down as well. It's with a man disadvantage coming in for Team Mahi. They have boiled it down to a 2v2 clutch situation. Now with 2 ultimates to work with, Godlike has a huge advantage in this round. The flash is good, but the spotting and just the trade is just even better, as it is going to be Amaterasu shutting down Flex without any problem whatsoever. A quick shot step to spot him out, and it's going to be White Horse rushing in down towards default, spotting one, and it's going to be a shutdown coming in from White Horse. Good 3 kills coming in for Godlike Esports, finally breaking the momentum and figuring out what really Team Mahi is lacking right now.
You copies are nothing.
Well, I can't really tell what exactly Team Mahi is lacking right now, but definitely the timing was so awkward when Amaterasu took a pick and garage. I really did not expect that to happen, because what are the chances of you checking every single corner, but the one moment you just turn around and Amaterasu just comes back behind you and takes you out? I guess he was mad at that point of time on Amaterasu getting a free kill like that. It's gonna give that Makers that operator, and we know how amazing he is as well. We saw in the last round the frags that he got, which was pretty important.
Nowhere to run!
Well, there it is. The Hunter's Fury has been put to use, as it is going to be Antidote coming down and blind at the back, but missing the shot. Just oh so effective with the 5 knives in hand as well. Are you kidding me? What is he doing? Helef, on the other hand, will be getting a beautiful kill down onto White Horse, and the push is good from Flex as well. A flurry of trades coming out onto the board here, and it doesn't seem like Godlike is ready to give up just yet. The spotting is good. It's damn near perfect, but it's going to be Antidote not only getting the first, he has the opportunity and is in the pursuit of the second, but it might just be Heaven shutting down Excali with a single bullet right through the skull. Now, very slow approach. He does not want to make any mistakes here. He can go in for the save as well, but if he's going to peek into Amaterasu with an operator in hand, yeah, probably not going to work out for him.
Did not really expect Amaterasu to be carrying that operator, because we saw how Antidote was the one who snatched away the operator from Deathmaker. But I really did not expect Antidote to pass it over to Amaterasu, because why will he? He's a Jet player, and operator looks best on a hand of the Jet. And that's gonna force Godlike Esports to go in with a hard eco, because they have no other options. As you can see, there's a couple of pistols coming in from them, and they are gonna push all the way to C main.
Yup, that C-long push is going to be very effective as it will give them a lot of intel and a lot of, I would just say the info gathering here is so perfect, as Godlike do understand that they might have just made the wrong gamble here. More than the wrong gamble, they might have underestimated the kind of push that Team Mahi is used to doing. Team Mahi reading Godlike just like a book. White Horse now. He has to deal with Yopper right and towards long, and look at Antidote's angle. It's so perfect that if White Horse even decides to peek it, but okay, then I think he's just going to be turning around. The sound is good, but scoping out in the wrong time, as it is going to be Excali landing the first kill in the round with Amaterasu on the second, and a flurry of trades coming out on the board here as Excali is in it for one other kill as he's rushing in for those frags, but it's going to be Helef shutting down Flex without any problem whatsoever. 2-6 scoreline. Team Mahi looking very solid right now.
Now, Shreya, I would like to bring up one point that you have mentioned over there, that the information gathering was perfect. But it doesn't really matter if the information gathering was perfect because the setup wasn't. Because if they leave the site A completely open like that, and like I said, the timing is so bad and the luck is so against Godlike Esports right now. If they thought that if they rush out C-long, they will at least catch someone off guard at mid-window, which wasn't the case, and which is gonna cause Godlike Esports a little bit heavy. Oh.
Well, the Hunter's Fury is good for a little bit of chunky damage onto the players of Team Mahi. But look at White Horse's positioning right now. He can swing out easily, as it is going to be him swinging out, but peeking in the wrong time as Helef picks up the pace and gets a better positioning down onto him. Good frags coming out onto the board here, as it's going to be Excali being taken off of the server. But so good on the trigger finger. It will be Team Mahi being just so menacing, just so very confident in terms of their aim that they know exactly what's going on the server. Come on, they are the better team here on textbook. We know it. We have seen their performance before. They have been placed in one of the best teams in India for one reason and one reason only. Of course, their performance shows it all. But how exactly would Godlike, a more newly reformed team, we have seen Godlike bringing in that early success with some of the other players like ScarGod and some other people, but after the changes in the roster, how is it going to be like for this new people to come together? But there it is, right to Ace, closing out this round with the 2-7 scoreline. I mean, wow, this is just looking like a massacre right now, Jelly.
Of course, it is looking like massacre right now, especially when White Horse decided to go in with that aggressive little risky peek towards A-long. I don't really think that was necessary for him to do, but I don't think he had any other option. He had the confidence probably to take down at least one player, and if it gets traded out, that would have actually benefited Godlike Esports, but it did not really turn out to his favor, as rightly is gonna throw the drone and spotting him out.
Cover going
A
out.
quick exchange of... Oh, did you see the timing of the smokes going across each other?
Well, Antidote now, he will be positioning himself towards the C-long area, as it is going to be a very quick C-long push. Ooh, White Horse with Frenzy in hand. It is great positioning, but for some reason they have just gone unchecked to this entire position. And he spots one, but missing it. Oh, that is just so unfortunate, as it is going to be a complete shutdown coming in from Team Mahi. Now turning down and boiling down essentially to a 3v3. Now Amaterasu, the IGL of the team, pushing in through the smoke, making the wrong choice in the wrong time. Unfortunately, it would have worked out for him if the timing was on his side. Now the players have been spotted out, and it is pretty inevitable that it will be a C-long push. But with 40 seconds to work with, the players do decide that they are going to be trying to make a change into the way they're going to be approaching their bomb side, as it's going to be a quick rotation in over towards A, sorry. Now the entire bomb side is up for grabs. It's for free, and they can just go land down onto the side and take a chill pill. So a little bit of a gun upgrade can come in for godlike esports here, but I don't think they're going in for it yet because they want to make this retake successful. They went in for that force buy of the pistols and it worked out for them so far. But look at Antidote and Right to Ace. They are both pushing so aggressively as Right to Ace will get Antidote will get spotted out, missing his shot. And like so close with the sheriff in hand. That is just so unfortunate, as it will be. Right to Ace having the perfect trigger control, and he'll only get one but two. But the timing on that is just so unfortunate, as Flex will somehow manage to get the spike planted very shortly. Now I hope he has time.
Of course he has time. He has time.
Okay, he
enough
does.
time to work around with 1 minute. With 1 second, 76 milliseconds to work around with. What I think went wrong in the part of Team Mahi is a communication problem, because Antidote got shut down by Flex with an ultimate. So the information was pretty much clear that Phoenix is on side with his ultimate. But for some reason, Right to Ace thought that maybe his ultimate has got over or something just happened where Flex will be going back to CT side, but that wasn't the case because his ultimate takes a particular amount of time to go away. So I would say the timing calculation was incorrect from part of Team Mahi.
Yep.
Which is gonna hurt a little bit towards their economy, but not too much.
I mean, they won quite a few rounds in a row, so the economy has been stacking up very well. Helif now making the first point of contact down onto Flex, as a quick B side take is most likely in pursuit here. Antidote getting a beautiful kill with the operator right through the chest of Shivy as the players rush in down towards a bomb site. But Excali though has an angle, has a lurk angle, and it's so perfect as he will be taking down one and spots on the second as well. Deathmaker now not getting blind as a bat will smoke out his positioning as well. It's going to be a double flash coming in for him as he tries to escape this crazy push coming in for the players. But Excali hunting him down like an absolute beast, an absolute tiger, shuts down godlike esports very quickly in the round.
Before the switch.
Well, I mean, really, it seems as though they have it right to the nail, right, Jelly?
Of course it does, with a scoreline difference of 8-3. Doesn't look really promising for godlike esports, but not to forget that this map was picked by Mahi. So there is a chance that the next map will be the deciding factor, but not to give up on godlike esports. We know the way that they play and how dominating they are, especially godlike going this amazing. But Antidote is just better than Deathmaker.
Okay, yeah. Antidote is again having one of those days where he will hit the most insane shots that come right in front of his eyes. Now, nullifying the man advantage, it's going to be godlike esports with a 4v4 situation to work with, as Heaven is right around the corner and Helif will be shutting him down without any problem whatsoever. The push coming in from the cyber cage as well will get spotted out. Now, all the players have come on over towards a bomb site, assuming that it is going to be a quick, hefty A-side push. But look at this. Helef, he's done a perfect job. He's done a perfect job of actually distracting all the players' attention towards A. And look at Team Mahi. They've all just made some initial... they can't believe that it's actually a push coming in, and it's a very slow push coming in. The shock dart too close for comfort as he will be spotting another one. And they're still staying strong in towards A bomb site. Now Team Mahi should have executed C bomb site by now, but for some reason they decided to stick around, and maybe I would just say Punk, one of the players from Godlike. Shivy now coming on that rotation in through towards attack spawn. Very slow, but it is going to be him landing in towards window, as Antidote will be shutting him down as well without any problem whatsoever. Whitehorse good for the first, as he will be taking the IGL off of the server. Now Whitehorse peeking around, jiggling around, toying with his food. We've seen Right to Ace do this before, and he's doing it again. He's toying with his food, and that is it. The first half, ladies and gentlemen, ending with a 3-9 scoreline. I mean, wow, impressive stuff.
I would not really expect godlike esports to win that sort of play right there, because like I say all the time that it is an attacker heavy side, at least in my opinion, it looks like it's an attacker heavy side because three sides to guard off, but attacker can just send a vision to one side. But I don't know what the Team Mahi did wrong last time. Like it could have been over in what the time it took originally to get over. It could have been done and dusted in just lesser time compared to what it has been taken. If only Helef would have done that perfect lurking and beating on the other side, and they would have just turned a vision to one side, but I guess they just didn't want to leave their teammate on the other side alone.
Now, of course, this is a best of 5 series, as you can see. It seems as though Team Mahi want to start things off with a bang, and they want to end this map really quickly. A little bit of a shock damage coming onto his own comrades, but that's okay, as it is going to be a quick seaside push with Flex landing the first kill down on to Amaterasu. A 3v3 coming in for the players of Godlike Esports, as the bomb should get planted very shortly. Now the spike is in the hands of the players, but Flex tapping away with the ghost is good for another one. 2v2 can essentially drop down to a 1v2, as it's going to be White Horse with an amazing flick coming on to right two ways. Good stuff. First pistol round win coming in for Godlike Esports.
First pistol round win, and exactly the opposite of what we saw in the first half. But first pistol round win towards the Team Mahi, giving a very huge amount of space towards Godlike Esports to go in with an easy buy of Spectres. And Havan and Deathmaker on the other hand looks like they're gonna go in with a ghost on full armor because they don't really want to risk their economy, in my opinion. Not to forget that they're not also going in with a full utility buy either. Oh, but look at this. Oh, they got the information.
Yep. Very early out, they got the information as they were stacked in right towards B. So even if a single sound was made towards A lobby, they could easily hear it without any problem whatsoever. Now with Shivy pushing in, it's going to be Excali somehow managing to get a beautiful headshot right through Flex's skull. Now all the players are all over the site, and it's going to be a very tough decision as to how exactly will Godlike Esports go in after the advantage that they had initially brought in for themselves. White Horse now calling in for that rotation, I think, being the best option for them currently. With all the players of Team Mahi as well figuring out what the plan is. It's going to be Antidote somehow missing all his shots, and that's, well, I guess pro players whiff sometimes as well, and that's okay, as Deathmaker will still live to talk about it another day. White Horse now being the first point of contact in towards Garage as he shuts down Amaterasu without any problem whatsoever. 3v4 clutch situation coming in for Team Mahi as Excali hears every single footstep, every single thing that's happening around in towards the grass area. As he spots another one, he will be getting no damage done onto these players. Now Excali, he has an overheal to work with. A single bullet through the head, and he will be getting one. But will he be good for the second? One bullet to work with in the magazine. He will be waiting to tap his Sheriff away. Blind as a bat will continue to spam the hell out of that Sheriff. Helef now, on the other hand, will be coming to the rescue as he takes down Hevan off of the server. Now the full retake is in pursuit, as it's going to be Deathmaker now dealing with Excali, and he will be taking him off the server with beautiful ghost headshots coming out onto the board here. I mean, Deathmaker, he's just so good with the ghost.
3 kills on the die of Deathmaker. Just gonna add it up again and again to every round that he's gonna go in with a very positive KD come in. But looking at the other members of Godlike Esports, I think they need to step up their game. And if they are really hoping for Godlike Esports to do any difference, because look at the score difference between Team Mahi's, every player of Team Mahi's and every player of Godlike Esports. You know what is Godlike Esports is lacking, and that is a performance coming in from the rest of the players. I'm not saying that there is any fault in it, as we have seen Flex even sitting on 8 kills and 12 deaths. He has done absolute miracles. Just clutching a round, an important round against Team Mahi, but that is what needs to be done every single time.
Helef peeking and does a lot of hefty amounts of damage, but Helef is going to have to manage to anchor the entire side alone, as it is going to be a quick shutdown coming into the players of Godlike Esports. But the push is good, and it is getting better because Deathmaker is just so good with the trigger finger that he won't even be able to deal with the wrath. Now it's going to be Antidote getting taken off. shutting down Deathmaker now. Anti in a 1v1 clutch situation with a few bullets to work with. He still manages to clutch that one out without any struggle whatsoever. 5-10 scoreline. Very good stuff.
It's actually a roller coaster ride for me where when they are pushing towards the site, you can see how Deathmaker just gonna get a chain of frags and gonna get one kill after the other. But again, it's the fight between Jet versus Jet where Antidote will manage to shut down Deathmaker and also clutching the run with a 1v3. I really didn't expect seeing that, but we have been seeing a lot of unexpected stuff coming in from every single player of CORSAIR Rising Champs, if I must say.
Well, you do see that it is going to be a very tough situation for godlike esports as it is going to be Antidote making the fatal decision of actually pushing him through towards sewers. Now, good stuff coming in from godlike esports as they decided to hold this one out very, very carefully. But still, Excali playing so aggressively. He has been such a dominating player before with Reyna, and he will try to do it again and again. Deathmaker now making as much a sound as possible onto C bomb side as the rotation is good as well. The push coming out onto the side as both the players position in towards backside, but Helif with the Spectre in hand, nobody can take him out. Now, good frags coming out onto the board here as it should be a rotation coming in with two players already with a foot in the grave. Godlike esports though,
Deploying drone.
still taking their sweet time. Don't want to make any errors now. If they make a single error, it could be the end of the story here.
Cage
But
trigger.
Helif will get the sound cue and so does Excali, but oh! White Horse! Just so good with the aim that all the players' positions have been revealed, and it should be a pretty simple push coming in as both the players in backside are going to be flashed out of their mind. And now it's going to be a 1v2, but the shock dart might just be damn near perfect. But I think he missed it because if it was perfect, then it would be a complete shutdown. But he doesn't need the shock darts. He can just use his gun to shut them out. 5-11 scoreline with godlike not having the right answer to Team Mahi's wrath of a gameplay.
More than not having the answer to Team Mahi's wrath of gameplay, what is actually disappointing was that his last two players were really, very low. And to be honest, when I was looking at the scoreboard at the above HUD, I saw that the health of Sapper was so low that I just expected that it was actually at 150 HP, but turns out that he was sitting on 1 HP, which is gonna give right to Ace a very huge amount of space to work around with. Getting 2 easy kills doesn't really have to think twice, even if he misses one. Even if he misses 100 of bullets, just one bullet was required, and he will make sure that it connects to them.
Cage triggered.
Well, this is a very crucial round now for godlike esports as they go in for the fourth buy as well.
Any angle.
It is going to be hard, but it is going to be the decider of who really has a standing chance throughout this match, as it is going to be a quick push coming on to see bomb side. The Hunter's Fury is good, and so is Deathmaker with his aim. If he has an opportunity, he is going to capitalize it to the best of his potential, as it is going to be Helef still with just a Spectre in hand. He shuts down one, but the instant trades are good, and it's going to be a quick push coming down onto A bomb side as Right to Ace will get all the sound cues necessary. Oh, he's creeped in through, and I don't think anybody's going to be expecting him, but good for the first, not good for the second, as it is going to be White Horse shutting him down. And a 2v2 clutch situation for Team Mahi is in pursuit. Now it has to be very slow gameplay. The flash is even better, but Excali, he has been good. He just keeps getting stronger and stronger, and it's going to be a match point coming in for Team Mahi very early in the round.
Well, it might be not okay for me to say, but Team Mahi is looking very dominant against godlike esports, which we all know is a very better team. I mean, not against Team Mahi, but as looking at the fact that they have been a new roster and making it to the finals against a team like Team Mahi and providing such a good gameplay to us. I'm very sorry, but looking at them dancing for each other,
Yep.
it just makes me laugh and makes my day. But yes, as I was saying, godlike esports having that amount of momentum, that amount of strength and potential towards all the team that we know so much better in this entire tournament. And they have proven that their worth is so good and their aim is so good, especially Death Makers literally coming in and proving
this
it
is
to
my
all of
spot.
us that they
Let's go
godlike
there.
is no more less than any other player in the battlefield. But at this point of time, it's looking pretty much hopeless for godlike esports in the first map at least. They are struggling to get
The
any round
struggle.
advantage.
The struggle is just looking so dire. As Amaterasu now will be keeping a close eye towards mid, but he will shut down Deathmaker, the one powerhouse of a fragger that he really is, very early out into the round. A clear mismatch in terms of aim, in terms of skill is coming out onto the board here. And Amaterasu now. Perfect Hunter's Fury coming to play here as well, but it doesn't really tag anyone, as it's going to be Helef escaping the claws of the Hunter's Fury. Now a quick 4v5 club situation, as Helef will be spawning not only one, but will spot the second one as well. An antidote. Working with Helef from such great distance is just the exact definition of teamwork. Now Flex shutting down one, and Whitehorse also shutting down another. It is looking good, but oh, whoa, okay then. Whitehorse is going to be running in through the hot hands that his comrade has placed down for himself as well. Now, quick
Spike planted.
retake coming in for Team Mahi, as Excali has turned on the Empress, and he can go ham. He can completely ruin any opportunity whatsoever. But it's going to be Excali tapping away with the Phantom in hand. Spots the first and spots the second. It's going right to Ace, shutting down both the players from above. And well, I can say it's safe to say that this is going to be a very happy, successful first map victory coming in for Team Mahi.
A good teamwork coming in from Team Mahi when Excali tried to
Defenders win.
take the kill and right to Ace used the exact opportunity to use it on his own advantage, as two distracted players gonna look how to shut down Excali, but could not really expect right to as just gonna stand there on Haven. I mean Heaven. On Heaven and taking out the last two kills, which is gonna give a round towards Team Mahi, which is giving them the first map to the favor of Team Mahi. As we move on to the second map, which is gonna be
Ascent.
Ascent, as gonna be picked up by Godlike Esports, where we will see Mahi going on to the defending side.
Well, as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you have stacked back up on your snacks, and we are going to give you the opportunity to go in for a quick timeout, a little bit of a break to do all your necessities and get ready for the popcorn, because these next set of matches are definitely going to be a tough one. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Okay, I got him. Yes.
Missing one Latina.
Yes, nice shot for me. Perfect. Yes.
Ain't no love like a real love, but it goes so fast. perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me down. My heart is begging me to get the hell out of my head. I'm gonna live inside the upside down for a minute and pretend, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, whoa, and if I say it enough, it gets ingrained in my head, and I start to see, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a perfect 10. Whoa, honey, I'm a perfect 10. Honey, I'm a, yeah.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me. My darling dear, you're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares through. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again to the grand finale of Cost of Rising Chance in association with Elite Hubs. Now, this is what is exciting me, as I can see everyone is going on with Astra pick, and not to forget that Astra is a selection valid in this tournament, and I have not a single Astra coming in from anyone in this tournament. So if everyone locks into this character, we'll see something amazing in the second map, which was picked up by godlike esports. Now I think everyone might be trolling around with us. I don't really know. What do you think?
I mean, see, last map you saw, Antidote trolled us with the yeah. Okay,
no.
yeah, there is the troll. Yep, it's just an arrow right through the heart. I'm actually upset that he didn't go in for that pick, but that's okay. That's fine. I mean, hey, listen, it's fine. It's okay. I'm not mad that no team ever picked the agents that we particularly wanted, but that's fine. Hey, it's just the caster's luck. It's just the caster's luck, right?
Caster's luck or not, I don't really care. But if you look at the team composition coming in from both the sides, we can see there's just one breach and initiator. I mean, there are two initiator, two duelists, and one controller on godlike esports with no sentinels in godlike esports. I don't know why, but there is no sentinels in godlike esports. But looking at the team composition of Team Mahi, we can see one sentinel, one initiator, two duelists, and a controller. It is gonna be an amazing gameplay to watch, as we can see Antidote and Heliv. Antidote being an amazing player through Ghost. I don't know why he went in with a Frenzy by this round, but that is what we're gonna find out, whether it's gonna be towards his side or not. But without any wasting time, what are your predictions? What do you think is gonna win?
Yeah, I think that, okay, so if we had to pick sides, which obviously we shouldn't, because, hey, we gotta be fair here, but I do feel like godlike esports definitely has a chance here. They have been very, very dominating on the maps of Ascent. They have done their homework as well on Ascent, so they look very, very strong on this map, but I'm not sure if, this triple B stack, though, will come into the favor of Team Mahi. Will be good for the early info or the early intel gathering, though. Now, a lot of hefty amounts of sound cues has been given in towards shot as Amaterasu will be making the first point of contact. A quick Russian coming in. And it's going to be Deathmaker somehow managing to dash in through and taking down Amaterasu off of the server. He is just playing so aggressive. Now a 4v5 coming in as the players reallocate themselves towards the different positionings. A good crossfire could be the savior of the day, as it's going to be all the players going in towards A mains. Now it's going to be a full-blown retake coming in for Team... sorry, not for Team Mahi, but for godlike... Sorry, for Team Mahi. Just a lot of slip of tongues today, I guess. But should be a quick push coming in from them as they try to somehow make this match into their favor. But it's going to be a quick dash out as it's going to be Heaven tapping away with the classic in hand. And unfortunately, it is going to be looking rather just so dire, as it is going to be Red Twist with a beautiful headshot onto Whitehorse. But we know who has the better trigger finger here, and it is going to be godlike esports winning out the first round.
First round, and again, like I say all the time, the very much huge amount of room to breathe around with the big guns that might come in towards the hand of godlike esports. But if you look at the scoreboard right now, and especially if you give your attention towards Excali, he's going in with... He was about to go in with a stinger buy, which might be a little bit of weird in my opinion. But Deathmaker once again is going in with a full shield and a ghost buy.
Well,
they left the B side completely open on a...
Yep, I think they are going in. Yeah, like you said, Jelly, the gamble sometimes can work out in your favor, but it's such a 50-50 situation that you never know what exactly is the right take on this. Now, as the players do push in towards A bomb side, some quick damage and chunky amounts of damage as well onto the players of Team Mahi, as the entire A bomb side has been left for retake. But look at Flags. He has a huge potential for frags, but somehow he gets shut down really early out into the round. Now it is going to be a very tough retake, but they still have a gun to work with. So the man advantage should be better than nothing, but the shock dart doing no damage whatsoever, and all the players now getting spotted out. It has never been better than this, but oh, the crossfires are so good, and the aim is even better, as it's going to be all down to one player all alone on site with 66 HP to work with. Heaven, he's done it before, but oh, Antidote. So good with the Spectre in hand that he will be shutting him down. Now, after winning the pistol round and having a full buy, somehow Team Mahi win it back, and it's gonna be 1-1 scoreline coming into the second round.
I don't know what exactly went wrong over there with godlike esports, because you had an advantage. You had a huge advantage, in fact, against a team like Team Mahi, because you had the better guns compared to that of the godlike. I mean, compared to that of the Team Mahi, and there was no. I did not really expect you to lose a round, because first two round is always going to the favor of the one who wins the pistol round. So that is how it should have been worked. But looking at the gameplay that came in from godlike esports, I wouldn't really blame them for it, but it didn't really turn out to their favor.
Yeah. You're very right in that circumstance, Jelly. I think that they should have maybe not gone in for the Vandal buy, which is always a little risky. But I guess that riskiness has gonna be. It has taught them a couple of lessons. So it is going to be an eco round coming in for godlike esports as they try to go in towards mid to maybe make a push work out for themselves. Helef though with the anchoring onto the bomb site with Excali picking up Reina. Interesting choice of agents. Now as the players slowly push in towards market, Helef will be hearing every single sound cue possible. And it has to be all down to his positioning and his aim that could be the decider of how easily the B-bomb site is taken over. But it's going to be Helef landing the first and Excali with the second. It's going to be Deathmaker now in a really, really big hurry as he tries to escape and save his life. Amaterasu, on the other hand, shuts down Shivi as well. So it's going to be a 2v5 clutch situation coming in for godlike esports. But that essentially boils down to just a 1v5, and it's going to be right to Ace sitting up there, and he's just going to be looking at things from just a sky-high view.
An unfortunate round, in fact, from godlike esports. It looks like they have already lost the momentum. And not to forget that this is the fourth round where they have the chance to redeem themselves by getting the big guns into play right here. Deathmaker going in with half shield and phantom.
Right here.
This might be not okay for him, because being a jet player and going in with guns like this, I would rather recommend him to go with Spectre and a full armor, because that gun is literally run and gun.
Yep, it has a much better opportunity, in my opinion, to go in and bring that advantage in. But it's going to be Antidote getting spotted out in the dark as well. It's going to be a tough choice here, but they are going to be falling off that position with 5 people stacked in towards A mains. I don't think you want to make any mistakes right now. But look at this push coming in from both the players from in towards B mains. They know exactly where everybody is, and all the intel has been given in already, that it seems as though it's going to be too easy of a task coming in for Team Mahi to clutch this one up. Now still no sudden jerkish movements coming in towards A mains, but still they have such a daunting task ahead of them, as they're gonna have to deal with not only a lurk but also 3 players stacked up on side as it boils down to just 2. And the breach ult is even better, as it's gonna be a train of frags coming out onto the board here, with Flex and Whitehorse doing their part in the job. Now, a 2v5 clutch situation coming in for Team Mahi, as they don't have any answer to what just has happened to them. Knowing exactly where every player was positioned in as well, and still managing to lose the bomb site is just a shocking. It's just baffling to me. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe it was a bit of miscommunication, or maybe a little bit of insecurity coming in from them, because they wanted to be careful and wanted to make sure that whatever they're trying to do is working. But this is just one of those things that didn't work out for them. A little bit of a happy dance there coming in from Team Mahi. They are very confident, I think. I mean, if you're going to be doing that in a save round, I'm pretty sure you're pretty happy, and you don't really the scoreline doesn't really affect you. That's what I'm assuming.
Oh, the happy dance coming in from Amaterasu as well as Excali. They might look a little bit of positive that they might win to a Sun game, but
I'm sorry, but when there was a player coming in and peeking through CT and made the sound as well, Amaterasu's like made the signal to go peek, and he just kept jumping up and down. I don't know, Team Mahi is just full of just excitement and happiness, and that's what I like to see, even in the most dire of situations. They're managing to smile through it and have fun.
But keeping the jokes apart, if you look at Antidote, he's coming in with a very big gun. That's the operator with the full armor. And we know the miracle. We have seen the miracle. We have witnessed it from Antidote, the amazing gameplay that they have come up with, especially Antidote. Now we're going in for a quick tactical timeout as godlike esports need to find something to keep up this momentum because they broke it. Now they need to keep it up to win against a dominating player like Team Mahi, especially when you are the one who selected your own map. And we have seen a lot of games going on in this entire tournament where the team is picking up their own map, but they're somehow losing it to the opponent, and as well as losing to the map that the opponent has picked up. So that is just unlucky for them, as they will struggle if they don't win the map they choose. Now looking over here towards Helif and Excali going in with an aggressive peek as they might meet up with Flex.
Well, the aggressiveness that is coming in from Team Mahi, it does seem to prevail in certain aspects, but still, the A push seems so dominating always that it's almost like they have no answer to it, really. Antidote with the operator, though, might be a very, very dangerous push because look at this. The positioning, the flash, it's so perfect. And this might just be a fake, actually. They might just want to make sound towards A mains and hold a lurk there, but they actually have different plans, as it is going to be Amtarasu landing the first kill in the round down onto Whitehorse. Look at Helif now. He knows exactly where every player is positioned across, but it's just the perfect bait and switch setup. And Antidote spotting one player, can't hit a shot, but Deathmaker coming in on the lurk through Garden will get traded out instantly, but oh, the nasty and the most common angle not being checked. And Helif will be using that to his advantage, as it is going to be Excali shutting down Flex with a 3-2 scoreline.
Saving last round as well as winning the next round. A tactical pause did not really come in handy for godlike esports. They did take the pause, but it didn't really work out for them, and they need to come up with something better. As their economy, I wouldn't say they're gonna have struggle to buy anything, as their economy looks pretty fine and decent, which will give them enough room to go in with a Phantom as well as Vandal buy coming in. But Antidote, not to forget that this guy can perform. Amazing. Look, oh no.
Oh god, this is going to be a very difficult task, as it is going to be Antidote most likely making the first point of contact. Down onto Flex, and he spots him out, and the beautiful bait and switch setup as well is damn near perfect. As it is going to be Excali right around the corner, manages to dismiss as well. You have got to be kidding me. Team Mahi right now are just toying with their food. They just are so confident. They're constantly pushing angles. They're constantly making damage happen and havoc wreak out onto every part of the map. It seems as though Team Mahi is the one attacking because of so much map control early out into the round. Oh, look at that. Amaterasu, picking away in the wrong time. And that's why sometimes Phantom just becomes so useless at long ranges, but very lethal in short ranges with its rate of fire. Now, a 3v5 clutch situation coming in for godlike, as they are all over towards B mains and mid. The lower mid control has been taken, but the alarm bot should be giving away the sound cues. And there it is. Whitehorse now gets caught off guard. Helif will not really manage to get one, but two beautiful kills. He's in the pursuit of the third, and he will manage to not get the third as Shivy shuts him down. 8 bullets in the magazine. And pulling out the recon dart in just the wrong timing. Not sure why he did that. He might have just gone and gotten a free kill, because I think he knew that somebody was there.
Of course he knew, as there is no reason for Shivy to pull up a stunt like that, because knowing that there will be Excali, who is literally the shutting down machine, as alongside with Antidote in the team of Team Mahi, you need to know exact position of where Excali was hiding. So I guess that's why they wanted to go in with extra information. But that is what's going to cost them hefty and which is why they're going with a 3 frenzy, 1 shell and a ghost spy for godlike esports.
Well, there it is. A quick push coming in towards mid as they get the entire mid control. Team Mahi choosing not to contest mid is a good option coming in from them. They still manage to keep a very strong hold in towards short, as it is going to be the flash, the anti-flash working so beautifully in their favor. The utility even better, and it is going to be HeLef making the first point of contact. But oh, look at Excali. He's just come around in towards short. Does not only take one, but takes two players, and HeLef landing a beautiful kill with his Nano Swarm. This looks like a complete assassination coming in for Team Mahi.
At this point of time, I'll say that godlike esports was slaughtered by Team Mahi. With all the sound that was going on, there was no way that they have heard Excali coming in from back, even if it was running from behind. There is just no way that they will understand that one of the enemies is coming right behind them. We're just gonna give Excali 9 kills and 1 death on his hand. Not really a huge loss, but Antidote still sticking towards that operator. He has done an amazing job in the past few rounds. It's gonna look like he's gonna take peek in mid and might has, well, godlike esports might meet their fate.
I don't know about their fate, but it is going to be a very sticky situation, as Antidote will now be taking a very aggressive peek and does manage to get the first. He is going in for more. He's going in for the second kill as well as he peeks in towards top mid. Oh, this angle. It has to be so carefully witnessed by everybody. And oh my god, this guy is just pushing in towards mid. He doesn't care. Spotting Hevan as well. And okay, he decides to not react on it, but I don't think Hevan even spotted him. He's going around with his food. What is going on? Antidote, what are you doing? Why is he just being given the freedom to push like that in HeLef? Such an amazing Sentinel player that he is. It's going to be right to ace now. Hearing the footsteps of godlike esports in towards Garden, the rotation is so perfect that HeLef is now waiting for the opportunity to just pierce his bullet right through Whitehorse's skull, and there it is. The headshot is perfect, and so is HeLef's aim. Good stuff coming in for Team Mahi.
The sandwich situation that you don't really want to make, like you don't really want to find yourself in when two players are literally, one is behind you and one in front of you. You have nowhere else to run, and that is exactly what happened to Whitehorse. Couldn't really do a lot in that situation, but it is a plus effort for going towards all the way towards shot unnoticingly. I wouldn't say unnoticingly, because he was spotted by right to ace.
Yeah, I think he was like, hey HeLef, you want to kill maybe, or I don't know. You just maybe open up the back.
Just over there. Just get the third one.
Yeah, just get the third one, man. It's your opportunity. Might as well capitalize on it. Now, a 6-2 scoreline right now for Team Mahi, and they seem very confident as it is. The aim is perfect, and so is the outmatch potential. But look at this. The utility is so good that Deathmaker will be landing in towards the switch area. But oh, there's a player on site as well, and the entire bomb site B has been given up for grabs. Even after all the utility being used, they managed to escape through it. That is so very impressive. Still, though, they are on that eco, and this 5v5 retakes doesn't seem that impossible when you have Antidote on the operator. And there it is, the lockdown, the utility. It's so good. And oh my god. Okay, then I guess Antidote has other plans as he just pierces bullets right through the skull, as Amaterasu will be closing out this round with a beautiful 7-2 scoreline very shortly. I mean, a lot of utility being used by both teams, but still, the ultimates maybe not that necessary when you're going up against an eco.
In fact, I do admit to that, but the 5v5 retakes, you do have to realize that ultimates is what will make the difference, especially when Antidote coming in with the flying knives, getting 3 or 2 kills, maybe 2 important kills, which is going to clear off the entire site for the teammate, as well as an easy defuse for them. And that is what was necessary for Team Mahi, because 5v5, and you know that every single one of them hiding in the sides.
Oh god, this is just looking like a nightmare. Right to ace, taking out his own teammate, but it is going to be right to ace blind as bad. I think that Team Mahi did get a little cocky there. They are having a lot of fun playing the second map of the grand finals right now, ladies and gentlemen. The wide swing is not good as it is going to be a beautiful nade kill. Now, HeLef having the opportunity to possibly 1v for this. Gives a sound cue. Now, It's going to be a risky retake as a lot of bullets are being spammed in through the floorboards. The sound has been given. He is pushing in through towards grass. Towards garden. Now you can see the wraparound is going to be coming in any minute now as godlike players are deciding to rotate around, but oh LF not breaking the bot as well, and okay then he manages to get the kill, but he's so low on HP that it's almost like I would say a Nightingale story. He can't do anything, and it's gonna be Whitehorse closing out the round with a beautiful headshot onto her left. Good stuff coming in for godlike esports. I think
Didn't really do much.
Yeah, I
Didn't
mean,
really do
what
much.
do you think is a respectable scoreline in the first half?
Well, looking at the first map, we have the scoreline a difference of 13-5, and looks like it's just gonna be something similar to that. But not to underestimate the efforts that godlike esports have put in this entire game so far, especially winning the last round. There is a chance that they might pick up the pace. They are breaking the momentum, but what is wrong with them is that they are not picking up the momentum. I don't know if it's their communication problem or something is going on. The retakes are not working fine properly. They need to do something to figure out how to stop Team Mahi.
Well, there it is. Antidote now getting spotted off guard as the ultimate used by Breach. It's so perfect, but it's going to be Antidote not only getting one, has the opportunity for the second he's scoped in. He has the no-scope potential, and yes, he does. He's going to get the no-scope as well. Even better, but Antidote, oh, just so unlucky there, as it is going to be turning down to a 2v2 clutch situation coming in for Team Mahi. Now, this round is very crucial, but Excali, oh my god, what are you doing? And look at that dismissed tease as well. It's just going to be so scary, so dangerous. Hevan, look at him. He has 2 flashes to work with. Blind is bad, but it's going to be Excali managing to clutch this one up. And yeah, well, there is the BM King looking him down. And it is obvious. Team Mahi is feeling themselves. They are happy about this win.
We all know Excali for his excessive amount of BM coming in for every player that he meets. It just doesn't say that it's too easy for him, but as well as just provide the fact that this game is completely winnable for Team Mahi without any problem. Do not forget that godlike esports will not stay silent with all the things that's going on, and they need to pick up the pace. Like, look at the scoreboard at this point of time. Look at every single time that godlike esports have managed to break the momentum, but again Team Mahi countered that and picked up the momentum back in reverse. So I think that there is something, like, they are doing an amazing job in breaking the momentum at the places when Team Mahi is getting too good of themselves, thinking that it's gonna be a little bit of easy for them. But the moment they're giving up the fact that they have broken the Team Mahi's momentum, they just take it casually or something goes on at that point of time.
Yep, but I do think that Ascent being a more defender-sided map, they might be able to make the comeback possible. But right now, it just seems like such a mismatch in terms of out-aiming opportunities right now, as Deathmaker will be landing the first kill in the round. A quick dash in through the smoke as well. Will clear out the site, but goes unnoticed in towards Garden. Now that area is just so vulnerable for him because he hasn't even checked it whatsoever. The quick updraft as well to get intel. All the ultimates should be used. Now they do have the showstopper to use as well, so it is a great opportunity in terms of the afterplan. But how exactly is this going to pan out? Because I do believe that it is going to be Excali coming in on that lurk as always, and he does so amazingly. But oh, the jiggle being is so perfect. It's going to be all down to Deathmaker now, in not only a very dire situation, and he manages to get an ace. 5 kills coming in for Deathmaker, all from under heaven, while he gets bombarded from all angles. Wow.
I'm out of words right now. Performing Deathmaker, we all know how Deathmaker performs, but performing like that in the last round of the first half, I did not see that coming, especially when I was looking at the momentum that is coming in from godlike esports. It literally sounded like it's gonna be impossible for Deathmaker to clutch out that round 1v5.
Well, it's just Deathmaker things, man. He's just so very good, and when he's in his element, there's no way you can stop him. I mean, Jelly, we all saw this coming from a long time ago. That Team Mahi, they have been dominating. They are the dominating performers here. But did we see it coming in this way? This scoreline? It's looking a little rough. What do you think?
Looking rough indeed, and at this point of time, that Maker need to keep up that pace. If they want to do something, and Team I is going to go in with the easy comeback.
Well, Team Mahi will be trying to push in, but it is going to be somehow shut down by Godlike. Now, in a 3v5 clutch situation, it's going to be a full-on retake coming in for Team Mahi. Sorry for Godlike Esports as they try to make ends meet. A nice shutdown coming in from Hella, but the trades are good. And even better than the trades, it's going to be Godlike's Deathmaker making the change. Popping off with the ghost as always. And that's going to be a 5th round coming out onto the board for Godlike Esports.
A Ghostmaster indeed, and things are looking kind of better for Godlike Esports. With the score difference of 8-5, there is a chance for Godlike Esports to come back to Team Mahi. As like I said before, that this map was chosen by Godlike Esports, so you need to do something about it, and you need to show your dominance over Team Mahi, because you just can't give them every single round again and again.
Exactly. Now, look at that. I do believe that it's going to be the shock dart being used very early out into the round. Nevertheless, Heavan landing the first kill as well. Getting that man advantage for the team, so important. And, well, it seems as though this is going to be a very tough situation as Heavan gets one as well, but it's going to be instantly traded out by Right to Waste on 22 HP to work with. The foot already down the grave. It's going to be Deathmaker popping heads with the ghost in hand. Now, good shots coming in from Hella, but there's the Ghostmaster. He's coming in for the kill. He wants more, and he's hungry as he shuts down Team Mahi's players. Now, 8-6 scoreline. This might just be a comeback.
It might be a comeback, and like I said, in the first half, if you look at the first 2 rounds of the first half, Team Mahi somehow managed to win the second round even after the credit disadvantage that they were on. But somehow this time, Godlike Esports tried not to make the same mistake and giving away the free kills towards Team Mahi, which caused them heavy, and as well as picking up the momentum for Team Mahi in the previous half. Looks like it's gonna be another win coming in from Godlike Esports, but not to forget that they are going with the Spectre as well as Team Mahi is going with the big guns.
The big guns, the rifles, and this push that is so aggressive, just so very aggressive into it. They means might just have to fall off, but they are not willing to give up now. They want to recover on as much as utility, as much as damage as possible. The last round bonus might just work out in their favor, but it's going to be Flex who might just be the decider of how this one pans out, as it's going to be Antidote missing to check that angle. I don't know why everybody forgets to check that angle. He will get that gun upgrade for his team as well, so that's some good stuff. But a quick B-side execute as all the players of Godlike Esports reallocate themselves into a CT. Now, the utility being placed according to the pushes has to be really proper. And look at Helif now. 2 players flanking in on him. The information is going to be given away as well. Now Helif all alone in B main as he manages to not only get 1 but 2, and the 2 lurkers getting shut down. You've got to be kidding me. Amaterasu now gets a nice kill for himself, but it's gonna be a quick push coming in from Flex as he doesn't manage to get a single kill, and Helif just hunting down the players like an absolute beast. Shuts down any sort of an aggression that Godlike really had.
I don't really know what is going on with Godlike Esports. It's probably the communication or the out-aiming that Team I is showing towards Godlike Esports that might just say that Team I is better in terms of aim as well as gameplay coming in against Godlike Esports. But not to forget that Deathmaker did manage to perform a 1v5, giving an ace to the team as well as clutching the round. And it is possible for other team members of Godlike Esports to do it well. Because come on. You have to do something if you want to stand a chance against Godlike Esports. Giving the scoreline of 9-6 looks kind of hopeless for Godlike.
Well, I don't know about hopeless, but I do think that Godlike Esports still have a very strong chance of making it in, as it is going to be Whitehorse landing the first beautiful shot in through Excali Skull. Still though, a 4v5 clutch situation balling down to a 3v5 with only 1 minute and 5 seconds to work with. The players are now making the choice as to where exactly should they be pushing in, but it's going to be Amaterasu now caught with his pants right down at his ankles, and it's going to be Flex. Just so good with the aim, finally picking up the pace. Right to Ace now having the 1v5 clutch opportunity. Are we going to be seeing another Ace clutch? Well, only time can tell, but looking at the positioning of all of Godlike Esports players and their HP, oh, this is going to be a very, very tough battle. As it's going to be right away, slowly peeking the corners, and Flex with a beautiful headshot. Finally, Flex is able to speak up for himself and carry his own weight.
Indeed, but I would recommend, I would have thought, like, what my suggestion for right to Ace at that point of time is that it was better for him if he would have planted the spike, just could have managed a 300 credit bonus for the team, but unfortunately he thought that maybe he can clutch it up or maybe just get 1 or 2 kills, which will give more credits towards him
And
than getting the spike planted.
Exactly, and not to forget, Jelly, the economic damage on Godlike Esports. All that Godlike Esports really has to work with now is the hefty amount of economic damage, because already we know that Team Mahi is going to struggle quite a bit. And okay, close with the utility damage, but it hasn't been put to use yet. Still though, very slow execution coming in from the players as the lockdown gets used as well. It should be a quick push coming out of the bomb site, and Leah is going to completely take out any sort of line of sight for Deathmaker, but oh, just the Leah being put in time is so perfect that it's going to be boiling down essentially to a 3v3 as all the players now are preparing up the site for a quick spike launch. Oh, there it is. The showstopper has been put to use, and the players have been spotted, but not a single kill used for the showstopper. 2v2 turning down to a 1v2, and Flex. Oh god, this is just so menacingly looking like an impossible task, as Flex will be taking down 3 kills with himself to right to Ace's grave. Good round coming in for Godlike Esports.
Not really much that could have been done, but right to Ace, he got stuck in the corner. Couldn't really look anywhere, because if you look towards the garden, he'll get caught off guard from heaven by Flex, and if it looks towards heaven, which is exactly what happened, Whitehorse got him off guard, as he's going to take the final kill, giving another round victory towards Godlike Esports. Now it's looking very positive. To be honest, I did not really see this coming, but the score difference of 9-8 from that score difference of 9 to, what was that, 4?
4? Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean, see, irrespective of what the scoreline really was, we are seeing some steady progression coming in from Godlike Esports. And it's safe to say that they are making a hefty amount of progression already early out into the round. The dart though is good, and so is the shot dart. So it's going to be doing no damage though, unfortunately, as the players are going to be falling off as well. 2 players right now, very, very low on Team Mahi's end of the ordeal. As the players are going to be pushing out very aggressively, it's going to be Whitehorse landing 3 beautiful kills. Hello? How is he even allowed to do that? As it's going to be Flex shutting down this round with a beautiful spray transfer coming in for Whitehorse. Wow.
A spray to save the day is what my line will be from now. Amazing spray coming in from Whitehorse, just kind of shut down 3 players of Team Mahi just like that with 1 magazine. That all is needed. So I don't think, if you guys say that I had very few bullets and I could not shut down 1 player, that is just an excuse, because if you look at the gameplay coming in from Whitehorse, 30 bullets to work around with, and some are managing 30 bullets to kill down 3 people.
Well, I don't know. It's just some really professional gameplay. And oh, Antidote coming in with that Korean jet sort of a gameplay, drafting up towards Generator and getting that early access. But look at this. It's going to work out in his favor. But oh, God. Just so good with the trigger finger, waiting for the patience. And he's going to be reallocating towards Tree. Now with 2 players coming on that rotation as well. It's going to be up for grabs. But Antidote spamming away with the Vandal, lands 1. But gets blind as a bat as he can't land a second. Now it is going to be a 4v3 clutch situation coming up to the players of Godlike Esports. This retake, it is going to be difficult, but they have done it again. And they have done it before, and they can do it again, that's for sure. Now, an interesting plant position coming in from these players, as it should give the opportunity to push it through, but Excali shuts down not only one, and the double health setup is so perfect that the last player up and towards heaven is going to get shut down by Right to Ace, taking that revenge that that he got stuck in towards a bomb site the previous round.
Good stuff coming in from godlike Esports as well as Team Mahi, as they needed the momentum break coming in from godlike Esports. If they want to make an easy win towards them, Team Mahi just need 3 more rounds to pass out with the flying colors, and second map is going to give them a 2-map advantage towards Team Mahi's hand. And not to forget that this is a best of 5 map. So players are gonna face off against each other on 5 maps if the score line is balanced between both the teams.
Now Team Mahi, with only 1 round to go for godlike Esports, they have so much of an economy to work with, so even if they lose this round, they can buy up in the next as well. So that is good news for them. But will they have the opportunity to shut down, as it is going to be a quick set of a trade gameplay coming in for both the teams? Now, Excali tapping away, it can't seem to connect. It's going to be Deathmaker, though, prevailing in the situation. And, oh, Flex with that nice little spray down towards Antidote. Now, I really feel like Team Mahi is getting shut down, and that's the first time I've possibly said that in the entire tournament. Team Mahi having a real competitor to go up against. Finally, they are being put under pressure. They have a huge challenge to deal with. Now, it's very slow, just so slow that there's really nothing that can be done about this sort of a gameplay. They know, they're very much aware that if this is going to be a lethal push, it has to happen right now, and as a bomb, as a spike should get planted any second now, it's going to be a sort of a weird crossfire coming in for the players of Team Mahi. I do believe that they're trying to still take the resite, and I think they don't want to sit for the afterplant. They want to instead go in for that contesting gunfight, but it's going to be Flex coming in from A mains and shutting him down. I was about to say that was a little bit of an odd decision. How exactly are you going to manage the site with 4 players jumping in on you from all directions?
Indeed, especially when you see 2 guys on Heaven and 2 guys coming in from main, there is not really a lot of hiding spot for you, for Team Mahi to do a lot. And I guess the safe bet it could have been just staying where Deathmaker stayed over there and getting an ace from under Heaven. That is probably a chance that we could have seen if the proper set of gameplay that could have come in from Team Mahi. Looks like Team Mahi is going in for a tactical timeout. The first thing I've seen for like after so long. Team Mahi going in for a tactical timeout to find how to stop godlike Esports from getting any more free wins towards them, because it's really getting on the nerves of Team Mahi, and they need to find out something. Right to is sitting on 9 kills and 12 deaths, whereas the Matarasu sitting with 5 kills and 13 deaths. They need to step up their game, looks like, at this point of time.
Yep. And Hevan, we have seen him being a fragger, being just such an amazing player before. I don't know what's going on in his brain right now, because I think he is struggling a bit to get those kills for his team, but he is very fixated on the utility usage that might just be putting him back, and that is very normal actually. You know, when you put fraggers like Hevan onto agents like I would just say utility heavy agents, it does take them some time to adjust into it, and he is doing an absolutely amazing job of playing Breach and Sky on certain maps like Ascent and Bind. Now, of course, if they win this map out, the next map is going to be Icebox, which I just can't wait to see. What's going to be the picks? What is going to be the game plan? Because you know who I really want to see on Icebox? It's going to be Viper. I mean, hey, who needs an Omen or a Brimstone when you can pick up the Viper and do some insane walls and some insane gameplay just with a utility?
Indeed, and like that way, we're gonna walk out to the next round, and this is what I like to call a grand finale, where we see both the teams getting a head-on-head combat, with the 2 teams looking very...
Okay, then I guess it's gonna be a very quick shutdown coming in for Team Mahi as they take out all the players out onto the board here. Now, a quick rotation coming onto a bomb site, and the players are scattered all across. Amaterasu getting the spike planted is going to be very
One enemy
important,
remaining
but it's going to be
out of
Excali lurking around in towards mid, and is going to be shutting down Shivy. Now, Whitehorse, he's done this before where he's gotten 3 kills just in a single spray, but is he going to be able to get this one done? That's the real question. 2 players in towards Under Heaven. There's going to be the quick push out, and Amaterasu, long range Spectre, no problem whatsoever. An upgrade coming in for him as well. 11 to 10, breaking the momentum that Godlike had picked up for themselves.
Well, that is what I was about to talk about. Godlike Esports have, if you look at the first half, Godlike Esports managed to break the momentum but could not pick it up. And looks like this is what is exactly happening towards the Team. They're managing to break up the momentum of Godlike Esports. But what is that's mattering is that they are not able to pick it up. Moving on to the scoreline difference of 10 to 11, I might have said that it might look impossible for Godlike Esports the first half. The